So these are my results, not too bad.
I'm becoming a better YouTuber in 12 weeks. Why 12 weeks? It's part of the 12-week year plan or book. It breaks down a goal into actions and then gives you the limitation of a certain amount of time in order to achieve it. And you're supposed to achieve more than most people in a year this way. I've made a few videos about it that detail how I'm using planner cards to organize my actions into those 12 weeks and then track the results. So if you're interested in becoming a better YouTuber, this video is for you. And I should say that lightly because I think this video is for everyone. One of the 12-week action cards that I did was to look through the comments and see what people are saying. All of you that watch my videos have so many amazing experiences, some way better than mine, and you share them in the comments, and so you obviously have something to share. So hopefully you'll use some of the things that I'm sharing to get your story out there. I went on to ChatGPT and I created a 12-week plan. I didn't create it, ChatGPT did. I just put in using ChatGPT asking for I want to become a better YouTuber in the next 12 weeks. And so I asked for like a program on how to do that, and it gave me one. And then I asked it to put it in the format of a schedule, and it did. And I'm sure there are a number of gurus and people that are really good at growing YouTube channels and helping people that are like, oh, Jen, no, but I'm going to do it. So I've just printed out, well, first of all, I grabbed the cards for the months for the next 3 months for October, November, December. And that way I just have the dates, and then I'll mark the end of each week, which is on Saturdays for me because the week starts on Sundays. I'm a Sunday starter. I printed out the weekly dividers. I printed out 8 copies of the card just because, like, I might change it. And then I also, in November, I want to do NaNoWriMo. So those, I know it's 2 different things, but it's all very much within my control. Am I taking the steps to become better at making YouTube videos, helping people use these cards? And number 2, am I writing 1,000 words a day? I'll tell you about NaNoWriMo in a second. I think I can do that. I think it's, what is it, specific. I should ask ChatGPT to create like measurable, how to make, am I growing the YouTube channel measurable? How would I make that? I don't know. So I guess I need to think about that more because it needs to be specific, measurable, attainable, right? My last 12 weeks were more around creating products and improving my products in Etsy. And I did that. I made quite a few products, whereas before it had taken me years to make one product. And this time I just like got them up. But now I realize that no one's gonna go onto Etsy and search for those products. So I have to teach people how to use them and why they would want to use them, like show them. As far as NaNoWriMo goes, that's just something that I found out in doing the artist way that I've always wanted to do. I did a little bit of it last year with the children. We did like a homeschool NaNoWriMo thing. We read Brave Writer and did all the exercises, and then we didn't make it through getting enough words. And so this year, I'm just gonna do it on my own and be thoughtful about it. And that doesn't start till November. So there's other cards I'd have to create to make sure that I'm prepared to do that. And then it's pretty simple. Did you write your word count for the day or not? I wrote this down. I was trying to make this into a good goal that is specific and measurable and all that fun stuff. I think like with ChatGPT's help, I think I'm like doing okay. It says, my goal is to become a better YouTuber in 12 months by consistently learning, making videos, tracking and recording, then implementing. I have achieved this by making a total of 24 videos that grow my subscriber base to 3,000 and my overall watch hours to 10,000 hours while increasing my engagement. Now, those 2 numbers were provided as examples by ChatGPT based off of the information I gave it. I took that plan, put it into cards, and then organized it over the 12 weeks. There were some things that I changed a little bit, so I'll share with you what my plan is, and then I'll tell you what I did for week 1. I promise this is day 2. I'm just wearing the same thing because I do that a lot. I just got done organizing the rest of my cards. I filled out cards for up to week 6. So it's 12 weeks total. I did up to week 6. I used ChatGPT's suggestions for ways like what to do to learn to become a better YouTuber, and then I put cards for videos, but I didn't fill in the subjects, whereas in the past I filled in subjects and took the time to like think of ideas of things that I wanted to say. But at the end of the day, that wasn't necessarily making my channel or me as a YouTuber any better. It was just like, these are the things I can say, and then I never ended up getting around to doing it because I was like, who cares? Nobody cares but you. So anyway, I'm gonna figure out what it is that people actually want to watch and how I can make it so that they'll want to watch it. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I organized 6 weeks with cards. I only filled in the scorecard for 2 weeks, which is on those weekly dividers, and then I placed those. I placed the weekly dividers behind their actual dates, which is ending on a Saturday up until the end of October, or like right before the end of October, which I think was up to week 5, just because those dates were like shuffled. You know, there's only a total of 31 dividers, and now today is the, what is it, the 19th or 20th, so I have to wait for those to go into the October tab. And then for the remainder of the weeks, they are in front of the respective months. Week 7 through 11 I think are in November, and then the 12th week is in December, and they're just kind of hanging out there. I created a daily card for NaNoWriMo, so I'm not going to be creating a new card each day or doing any kind of habit tracker for that. It's just my daily card, like as in my making the bed card. I also did cards for 4 weeks of prep for NaNoWriMo and have those in front of each Thursday. I chose Thursday as the day to like focus on NaNoWriMo because Thursday is more of like a hobby or pursuing creative interest day for me, and has been the day that I've done my artist date and that type of thing. I put a lot of my video cards, I think the majority of them are under Tuesday, because Tuesday is the day that I do like maximum effort. It's the day that you take everything that you've prepped or set the intention for, the mood for, and you put it into action on Tuesday. That's what you did on Monday, and then you put it into action on Tuesday. So I put my video cards in front of Tuesdays. I put a lot of the learning cards on Monday so that I can start the week and those videos off with the understanding of what it is that I learned on Monday, trying to implement those. Other days that I put videos in were on Saturday, and other days that I put learning cards on was Wednesday. Wednesday is more of an administrative day for me, where I do a lot of things like answering emails, going to the library, like little things like that. Saturday was the day that is the video card because, again, it's just another day where I do a lot of things, especially around the house. And also it could be a day that the kids go off and do activities with Shane. I don't know. As far as like day 2 or day whatever it is, day 3 of becoming a better YouTuber, I focused on my analytics today. I did the 3 cards that were for my learning. And it was really eye-opening because I made a lot of assumptions about my videos, and I've looked at these in the past, and so I have a general idea, but I kind of forgot. I have been making videos thinking people go and search for index cards planners and like they are looking for the situation, but they're just not. Like, it's being suggested. People are sharing it. Thank you so much if you shared it. This has been really good. And then also one of the things that I looked at for NaNoWriMo that I set up was that on one of the quests was to recruit characters. And so you're creating like what your protagonist wants and what's keeping them from getting it. And so I created kind of like a protagonist profile for my audience and who it is that I'm creating for. Well, the analytics doesn't have a whole lot of information about that because not a lot of people watch my videos just yet. I created that profile based off of some of the comments that I've received from people looking at if you've subscribed and you allow me to see if you've subscribed or if you've made it public. Then I looked at some of your profiles to see what it is that you're making and who else you're subscribing to, and just based off of a lot of the things, comments, subscribers, that type of thing, and also my own interests and why it is that I'm making it, I figured that the bulk of my audience, whether it's from walking or morning pages or these cards, are creative people. We're creatives, but we're not necessarily creating. I don't know, it was really good. I don't know how necessarily I'm going to be putting that into videos, but it was a good reminder that, because I did a video about cleaning the boat, because the cards are about managing your home. So I was like, oh, I'll show you how I put the cards into action and how it takes me not a lot of time to do a little bit on these few cleaning days. So I'm not cleaning every day, and I'm not spending an entire day cleaning. So I wanted to show you that in action. Well, the video didn't get a lot of views. I think ultimately this isn't a cleaning channel, and it's not necessarily why you're watching or why the people that watch my videos want to be doing the cards. It's not because they like to clean or they're messy people. It's that it's for deeper reasons than that. And I was able to explore that and think about that. And just, it's a good reminder, because I'm not going to be making cleaning videos necessarily. It's about something bigger. Setting a good goal is super important. So some are blue, some are yellow, some are pink.
So this is the bummer of doing these longer videos, is that they take forever to upload.
5 hours? It's been 5 hours. It's still uploading.
All right, so these are my results. Not too bad. This is week 1. My weekly, the lead score is 8 out of 8. That means that all of these little action cards for the week, I was able to accomplish all of them, which is really cool. I have one video card from the last video I made that's featured in this video. The other one I had already done. The learning cards are awesome because I was able to take a lot of notes on all of them, and I'm going to use them as reference as I move forward, especially in week 2, because I'm creating a content strategy in week 2 and 3. And so I've used a lot of what I learned through looking at the analytics into that. As far as looking at my weekly accountability meeting questions go, did I learn? Absolutely. Did I implement what I've learned? Yes, I'm continuing to do that. Did I track and compare? Yes. Made note of the numbers that I had started with. So this is my lag score, my subscribers, watch hours, and click-through rate. And these were the metrics that ChatGPT suggested. So I just ran with it. And then these are the numbers that I ended with. So I mean, it's not like a crazy improvement, but it's also not stale, so things were moving. And then finally, did I make videos? Yes, I made 2 videos for the week. Moving forward, I think there's some opportunity in making that second video more shorts throughout the week. So even just changing my goal based off of the first week, what I've learned in the second week has made me think about modifying it. So that's cool. Each week I'm going to check in here for my WHAM, which is part of the 12-week year plan, and that is a weekly accountability meeting. So I'm going to tell you what I learned, what I did, and was it helpful? There's 4 questions. So that was 12 weeks to becoming a better YouTuber. Check in, subscribe, and follow along. And each week I'll share with you what's working and what's not.